Hey guys, how's it going? Spidey's Vic here for another video, and today we are going to talk about insuring your car mods. So, as I'm sure you've all probably heard, Mr. Fancy Pants' RX-A did RX-A things and it burned to the ground. And not only did it burn to the ground, whether it was because of arson or self-sabotage for the clout or whatever the fuck actually happened, turns out he did not have the car insured. Which not only is, I'm pretty sure, pretty fucking illegal, it's also pretty fucking stupid. So, instead of talking about insuring the car itself, let's talk about insuring your mods, because that is something that can actually be done. And I should know because I got a check for the Sentra, and I got a check for my mods too. So, let's talk about it. So, basically, any insurance company I have ever been with, whether it be Geico, Progressive, or National General, has always sent me a pamphlet saying that I can insure my mods as long as I make a list of the parts and how much the parts cost. And then they will take the cost of those parts and they will adjust your insurance rate from there. So, for example, my Sentra had gotten to a point where I had coilovers, wheels and tires, an intake, and an exhaust on it. And I did not want that stuff to get screwed up in the event of an accident. So what I ended up doing was I called my insurance company. I said, hey, I've got coilovers on here that retail for $1,000. I have a $350 intake on this. I have a $600 exhaust header, and I have wheels that retail for about $1,000 or $1,200, something like that. They said, okay, cool. Send us pictures of your car to show that the parts you said you have, you actually do have, and we're going to adjust your rate from there. So I believe the grand total of my mods resulted in $3,000 worth of parts for retail. And that came with a $500 deductible, which I thought was extremely reasonable. So I sent them the pictures and then they gave me the coverage. All I had to do was ask. I think maybe a reason a lot of people don't know that this is something you can do is because, I guess the idea of insuring aftermarket parts doesn't really sound feasible or doesn't sound logical, I guess, to some people, which I can see where you're coming from, especially if it's something that purposely defeats emissions devices or something like that. But the truth of the matter is, I think just about any insurance company can insure mods, probably because at the end of the day, you're the one paying the policy on it. So, yeah, it's really, really not that difficult. So the process of getting the mods insured is not bad at all. I believe the only things that you cannot insure or would just be really difficult to get insured are body modifications like wide body kits, whether they be bolted to the car or they're actually formed into the fender itself. I imagine maybe Aero would be a bit difficult to insure also. That's a maybe. I know for a fact body modifications were one of those. And probably turbos, superchargers, stuff like that would be a little bit difficult also. So that's that. Now, as far as the process of getting the money back on the mods in the event of an incident happening, for me, I could have had my claim done within a week's time span. The lady that was assigned to work on my claim, she didn't know I had the custom parts coverage, so I had to inquire about it. And basically, she said that I had to submit proof that if the parts were brand new, I bought them for what I said I bought them for, and show the receipt from the website that I bought them from to prove that I did indeed spend X amount of money on this part from this website on this date. If the parts were purchased used, then I had to provide a receipt from the private seller stating I bought this part from this seller on this date for this amount of money, but the part in fact retails for this much. So, for instance, my intake. I bought it brand new for like 350-ish bucks on Amazon. I was able to get an Amazon receipt. Very simple. Now, my coilovers, I bought them used for about $600. They retail for like $1,100 brand new. I had to show a receipt from PayPal showing the seller's name, how much I purchased the part for what date. I had to have the seller create a receipt for me saying, I, ABCXYZ, sold this part to me for this amount of money on this date. And then after I was able to get the receipt from the seller, I had to then go on to BC Racing's website, go and find the part and put it into my shopping cart to the exact specs that I had to show that it in fact retails for this much. And it's a pain in the ass. So you don't really need to show messages or anything like that with chats unless it's yes, I did buy the part for this much time thing to go with the receipt. You probably don't need to, but it's not a bad idea to have it either. So that's the only real pain in the ass part about the whole thing. Now that I know about it, what I would definitely do and what I would implore you guys to do as well is we all have a notes app on our phone most likely, or a documents app. Whenever you start modifying a car, or if you've already been modifying it, I would go through your emails and find every single receipt you have for the car that you want to insure, and I would copy and paste that receipt into documents. And same thing for used stuff. I would have the seller create a receipt for you so that way it can be saved. Now, as far as the process of the claim itself, it's not oh shit, my car was in an accident, it's set on fire, I'm just gonna get a check for it. At least for me with the fire thing, they had to prove that the fire was not something I caused, and it was not something that a part I put on the car caused. Like my air intake did not cause the fire, my catch can did not cause the fire, my header did not cause the fire, type of thing. They have to prove that. And especially if you have a turbocharger, a supercharger, maybe you're on nitrous, that becomes increasingly important for them to prove that the part you put on your car did not, in fact, cause the incident that happened on the car, type thing. So, without further ado, that's that. There's nothing else I can really think of to add on to it. Whenever I get my next project car, I'm in my G35 right now. Actually, I might do a little video on it later. Actually, I will do a video on it later describing the process of getting a salvage title car drivable. It's not fun. And I'll just try to keep making videos for you guys. Again, this is my G35 that I'm in right now. My next car, which is probably going to be a G37S as a daily, and then I'll get the BRZ for a project car. The G37S and the BRZ will both have custom parts coverage on it, because now that I've seen the benefits of it, I ain't never going without it ever again. So that's that. Moral of the story is insure your fucking car and insure your fucking mods. Our hobby is expensive. I know it is, but come on, guys, insure your fucking mods so that way you're not crying about it later on how much money you lost. Stancy Pants here isn't gonna get jack shit. He just lost a whole lot because I'm sure he couldn't have insured everything on the car, but he definitely could have insured some things on it, and probably could have gotten some money back for the fire damage, assuming it can be proven that he didn't actually cause the fire. But I'm not really here to talk about that. I'm just here to talk about insurance and maybe shit talk a little bit. But anyways, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. That really does help me a lot. Now that I used to be the guy that I never ever liked videos, but now that I am a content creator now, I actually see how much the likes can help you out. So because of that, I like everyone else's videos now. And I've also learned it is completely free to do. So go ahead and like and subscribe, please. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.